What's up, everybody? My name is Dana Harris with Young Gurus Math Tutoring, and I'm back again to drop some more. You guessed it, math jewels. All right, I'm going to be talking about classifying lines as parallel, perpendicular, or neither. All right, so these examples you're going to be given the equation of two lines, and then we have to decide whether these two lines that are given are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. All right, let's go ahead and get into the examples. Example one. All right, example one, I have y equals 3/4 x plus 7, and I have 4x minus 3y equals 9. Okay, so I need to get this one in slope-intercept form, and then I can tell whether or not they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 4x minus 3y equals 9. Slope-intercept form is basically like solving for y. So I want to take this x term to the right side by subtracting it. All right. And now, so these cancel. So I'm just going to have negative 3y equals, I want to put the x term first because I want to write it in slope-intercept form. So remember, this is minus 4x, so I want to keep it negative. This is positive 9, so I want to say plus 9. And now the last thing I need to do is get y by itself. Well, I need to divide by negative 3, or as I like to say, negative 3. And I'm going to do that here and here. All right, these are going to cancel, so I'm left with y equals negative divided by negative, or negative over a negative is a positive. So 4/3 x, 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3, or negative 3. All right, so I have y equals 4/3 x minus 3. Well, here I have y equals 3/4 x plus 7. All right, so remember, parallel lines have the same slope. We see 3/4 and 4/3 are not the same. Perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. 3/4 and 4/3 are reciprocals, but they're not opposites. So this particular example falls under neither. All right, so these two lines are neither parallel nor perpendicular. All right, and we've just proven that. Let's go to example number 2. And in example number 2, we're going to do the same exact thing. We're probably just going to have a slightly different example. I dropped my pen, so I got to have that. All right, so example 2 has the two lines that I give is y minus 4 equals 3 times x plus 2, and then I have 2x plus 6y equals 10. Now, I need to put these in slope-intercept form in order to do what I want to do, which is find out whether they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Well, let's start with the first one. So y minus 4 equals 3x plus 2. All right, I'm going to change colors real quick because I need these to look a little different. So follow me. I need to distribute this, so y minus 4 equals, distributive property says 3 times x, and then 3 times 2 is 6. All right, this doesn't look right, so I'll rewrite that equal sign. Now I need to take the 4 to the right side. The opposite of subtracting 4 is adding 4. All right, so plus 4 plus 4. Y equals, remember these are opposites, so they cancel. 3x, 6 plus 4 is 10. All right, so this is the slope-intercept form of y minus 4 equals 3 times x plus 2. I need to do the same thing with this equation right here, and then I can determine whether they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So 2x plus 6y equals 10. I want to move the x term to the right because I want it in slope-intercept form. So opposite of positive 2x is negative 2x. So we're going to subtract it. So those cancel. I bring down my 6y. 6y equals, remember, we must put the x term first in order to put it in slope-intercept form. Negative still, and then 10 is still positive. One last step, I'm going to divide each term by 6. And now those cancel, y equals. Now, negative 2 over 6 in simplified form is negative 1/3 x. 10 over 6, if I simplify it, it's 5 over 3. Alright, so I have this equation right here. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 5 over 3. This one is y equals 3x plus 10. So here's the kicker. We have to actually look at the slope. Alright, I have 3. I have negative 1/3. Those two numbers are opposite reciprocals. Okay, so that tells me that these two lines are actually perpendicular. All right, so they're perpendicular. I always have to sound out that word. That was like one of the words I had the most trouble with. I thought I was a good speller, but I could not spell perpendicular in a class. Matter of fact, let me check to see if it's right. I think it's right. But I couldn't spell perpendicular and reciprocal. Those two words, whenever I write them out, I have to like sound them out. Anyway, so that's the second example. I'm going to do one more example just to see what happens. All right, just to see how they look. Example number 3. All right, example number 3. And I'm given the y equals negative 2x plus 3. And I'm also given 2x plus y equals 7. All right, so I need to put this one in slope-intercept form, and then I'll compare the two slopes. So let's do a different color. I don't think my red is that bright, so I'm going to do green. So 2x, and there goes a marker drop. That's the second one tonight. But I'm not re-recording. I'm going to keep it. So I need to take 2x, subtract it, minus 2x there. Those cancel, bring down my y. Y equals, once again, I have to put the x term first because of slope-intercept form. And then positive 7. So y equals negative 2x plus 7. Notice the slope, got to get my marker. Give me 1 minute. Back like I never left. All right, so the slope here is negative 2. Slope here is negative 2. They have the same slope, therefore those are parallel lines. All right, so parallel lines. I hope I spelled parallel right. Listen, I like to do math. I'm pretty good at math. Spelling sometimes not so good. All right, but thank you for watching. Once again, thank you so much for everyone supporting the vision. Anyone that's ever watched the video, shared the video, liked any of my posts on Instagram or anything. Speaking of Instagram, do me a favor. Go to Instagram at YG Math Tutoring. Give me a follow. Tell your friends to follow. Tell other people to follow. Whoever. You can have anybody follow. Just follow. I want to help people all around the world do better in mathematics. I think there's a desperate need for it, and I thank you everybody for supporting my vision. Also go to Facebook. The Facebook page is Young Gurus Math Tutoring, and by chance if you want to get a consultation for free, do me a good favor. Go to www.younggurusmathtutoring.com. Also, you can send me a DM on Instagram, and we can set up a free consultation, and I can get your child, yourself, or whoever some help. Young Gurus Math Tutoring, I've got the solution to your math problems.